Last week I saw the new Star Wars movie and it got me thinking how crazy it would be if we were in space. I love the space fighting and all that stuff, and today I thought we would attempt something really interesting. We're gonna build a spaceship, fuel it, and then hopefully it doesn't explode and destroy everything. Alright guys, welcome back to yet another Minecraft video. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say I want to apologize for the last video, the whole like this is my last video. It was supposed to be like a group prank kind of thing. If you guys watch the video, you'll see how it was supposed to be like an interactive thing. But I was supposed to say last video of 2019 and I accidentally said 2020. So that was my fault. I am so sorry. But comment down below if you guys fell for it. If you didn't fall for it, just let me know. That way I can kind of gauge and see what happened. But I think it turned out pretty well. People seem to enjoy it. In today's video, like I said, we're going to attempt to go to Minecraft space. This has always been a cool mod that I've always wanted to try. And as you guys can see out here, we need power to generate this whole thing. There's a huge complex set of this entire like mod to build a rocket and go into space. It's called Galaxycraft or Galacticraft, I think. Galacticraft. And the first thing we need to do is actually build a power source. So I've gone ahead and gotten these solar panels, and these are aluminum rods, I think, and the aluminum rods are all connected together and they're going to go down into the basement, and I'll show you where we're gonna be working in the basement, where we're gonna be doing that. So now this is my house, and as you guys see, I built a teleporter from my last video. If you guys knew the whole like 7 new ways to move my house, it's in that video. So we built a teleporter, so we're gonna go down in here, and this is my laboratory. As you can see, there's a ton of insane things here. I'll explain what this is in a second, but these are the components that we're going to need today in order to build a rocket ship. So the first line, there's a bunch of parts. It's mechanical things. It's like a processor, some sort of chip generator, a energy source, and all that stuff. This is the machine that's going to be used to build the rocket. Then we have the actual rocket. Then we got to build the platforms. Then we got to build a fueling range. Then we got to find fuel. Then we got to refine the fuel. And then after that, we got to make sure we have like the suit and everything so that we don't like suffocate and die in space. So we also then need to build like the space suits and then the parachute and the energy and all that nonsense. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And by do that right now, I mean I already built it. So I'm going to explain what all these things are. These aren't really like that important into the video at the moment. I mean, they are important, but I don't want to really go too deep into the components of it, because you can figure out what these are and then just build them yourself. But basically we have a coal generator. So this is the like rudimentary sense of building power. You put coal in here and it'll generate something called GJT, and that's like what the measurement for power is in this mod. Then we have the circuit fabricator, which is what we're going to be using to build the parts, and we'll see that in a second. Then we have a energy source with a battery pack. The battery pack is used for mobile energy transfer from one location to the other. Like I can take this and move it to the next machinery, or I could like deposit it back into here, or I think this is full, so we probably can't wait. What's that? Why is it not? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's full, or something with the battery, or something might not be connecting right. I'm not too sure, but we'll figure that out later. This is the compressor. I don't know what this does, to be honest, but it said I needed it, so we'll figure that out. And then over here we finally have the refinery, which is this is used to basically take buckets of oil, and it turns it into fuel. And then the fuel is what we're going to be using to build or power the rocket, and I'll explain how to get the fuel later on. This is the coal generator. All you basically need is copper ingots, iron ingots, a furnace, and aluminum wire. And to make aluminum wire, you need wool and then aluminum ingots. The next you're going to need is a circuit fabricator. Now this is a pretty simple build. You need the aluminum wires, redstone torch, buttons, aluminum ingots, lever, and then a furnace. So it's pretty straightforward to build all this stuff. You can do it all with the raw materials, and this is kind of like the starting items you'll need in order to kind of like build your whole space station. And then these additional things aren't really necessary just yet. This is just so that I can carry the battery back and forth, and I don't have to like use all the wires all around. Although we will be using the aluminum wiring to connect all the way over here for something else later. So the first thing we're going to need to do is build basically the launch pad. In order to build the launch pad, we need basically a bunch of iron. As you can see, I have like a ton of iron here, and I got a crafting bench. We're going to get all this. So what we need to do is actually make, I think, 3 iron blocks, and we need to actually compress the iron ingots itself, which I think the circuit fabricator compressor. So I have some fuel in there, so we have to compress 2 of these, and you guys can see it's going to make it's processing something, and I believe it processes Oh, what was that noise? There we go. It compressed and it made compressed iron. Now I will say, in order to build a lot of this, you're gonna need a lot of materials. So make sure you guys are out mining a bunch of stuff. But we have our 3 compressed iron and we have our 3 iron blocks. We're gonna lay them down this way and lay them down this way, and we get 9 rocket launch pads. The reason why we get 9 is because you actually need 9 and lay them in a 3x3. So we're gonna go ahead and take these 9 and we're gonna put the 3x3 like right, I think right here. Wait, actually, did I line this up right? Oh no, I didn't line this up right. No. Okay, so I messed up and I accidentally, apparently if you break them, you don't get them back. So I had to remake a 9 more. So we're gonna go ahead and place the 9 platform, and you can see the middle one kind of elevates. So the launch pad is now complete. Now that the launch pad is made, the next thing we're gonna need is the actual rocket. But in order to build the rocket, we need something called a NASA workbench. The NASA workbench is what's gonna be used to basically construct and create the entire spaceship. So we're gonna go ahead and try to build that. Okay, in order to build the NASA workbench, it requires actually a lot of materials. So the first thing is, you guys see we have a ton of, I got everything here. So what we need to do is first build 4 compressed steels, I think. And the way that works is you put 2 here or 4 here, and then you put 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and that will create compressed steel. So we need 4 of these. So we got our 4 compressed steels. That's the first component. The next thing we need is something called a, I think, copper we need some sort of circular copper thing. I don't know what it's called, but I know how to build it. So what we're gonna do is go to the circuit fabricator, and this is where it kind of gets a little complicated. We need a diamond in there, we need a redstone repeater here, then we need 2 raw silicones, which you can just go get by mining, and then we need a redstone in there, and it's gonna start running the status, and you can see it's starting to process something here, and it's going to create an advanced wafer. So we're gonna take all that, and these are the components we need right here in order to build the NASA workbench. Now if I remember right, I believe this is the recipe, and yep, there it is, the NASA workbench. We got it. We got ourselves our NASA workbench, which we're gonna just place like right, we'll just drop it right here, or like right over, put it right here, we'll put it right there, boom, right there. So this is a weird looking doohickey. So this is the machine that's gonna be used to build the rocket ship. Now if you right click, you can see it's a tier 1 rocket ship with a bunch of different things. You need a lot of components to build a rocket ship, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain what those components are first. This right here is what you need to build a tier 1 rocket ship. You need a rocket engine, rocket fins, a heavy duty plate, and a nose cone. This is a lot. So let me see what exactly we need. For a nose cone, we need a heavy duty plate and a redstone. Okay, that's not too bad. For the heavy duty plate, we need, oh my gosh, we need compressed steel, compressed aluminum, and compressed bronze. And you need 6 of those, and they'll make 2. So we'll need like at least 10 of these. Oh my gosh. So those, we need a bunch. I feel like we're gonna need a bunch of heavy duty plates regardless. So I'll probably make a ton of those. And we need rocket fins. Yeah, so rocket fins, we need more aluminum heavy plates with compressed steel. And then the last thing we're gonna need is a rocket engine, which, oh my gosh, this is, oh, okay, so this is gonna require a lot more. We need an oxygen vent and a canister. So how do you make the canister? Okay, canister is just the ingots. Okay, easy enough. And how do you make the rocket thingy? If you click on this, you'll see all the stuff. Yeah, how do you make an oxygen vent? It's just compressed tin with compressed steel. Okay, so this is gonna take a long time to gather, and I don't have the materials, so I have to go out, gather the materials, compress some, which will take like at least 30 minutes. So I'm gonna cut back once we have all the materials and we can construct our rocket. Okay, so we've been mining a long time. I got all the materials I needed. I was missing a few things, but I went back, got it, I built it. Creeper almost killed me, but we're fine. But we finally got everything we needed. We got the nose, the fins, the rocket, and all the heavy duty plates. Plus we actually found some oil that I found like off the mountains. I made some iron buckets, and I got that. That's going to be used for later. You'll see, we'll see why. But we're going to go ahead and place all this together. So that goes here, that goes there, this, and this goes there. And you can see little particles going on there. And then there's going to go 8 things right there, and then boom, we have our tier 1 rocket. And I love that I'm like carrying it like this. This is the funniest thing ever. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have our rocket. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and place it. I'm gonna do it like this so you guys can see. I'm gonna go ahead and place this down on our launch pad. As you can see, well, as you guys can see, it's gonna go right here in the middle. So once we place this down, boom, we have our first rocket. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. If you right click it, yeah, you can go ahead and sit in the rocket too, I think. Yeah, you can see me. Hello, I'm over here. Oh man, this is so cool. I can't wait. This is gonna be like the greatest thing ever. So oh, you can be inside the rocket too. That's kind of weird. All right, so we're gonna go outside. So we have a rocket now. The next thing we need to do, fuel the rocket. And in order to do that, you need something called a fuel extractor or fuel something. It's some sort of fuel thingy, and it's I think it's this one. I think is this one, and a fuel container, and we need a parachute. So we're gonna go ahead and build that right now. Okay, so I've gone ahead and built myself the fuel loader, a parachute, and an empty canister. Okay, cool. And then now what we need is the aluminum wires to kind of connect this so it powers it. I have a couple of aluminum wires right here, so what we're gonna do is connect. Hopefully this is enough. I'm really hoping I've made enough. If not, I'm gonna have to go make some more, but that's okay because the aluminum wiring is actually not that hard to make anyway. So yeah, I feel like, oh wait, oh wait, will this reach? Oh my gosh, it's just enough. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Okay, so it's getting powered, no fuel to load. So what we need to do is add fuel, and the way that works is with the buckets of fuel that we got earlier, we're gonna go ahead and put that in the refinery, which is, I think is this one. No, this one. Okay, so you take this, and as you can see, it dumps the oil and it's starting to refine it already into fuel. So we're gonna do that 3 times, and it's gonna give us a lot of oil. I just realized I could have just taken the items from the freaking blueprints that I made. I'm so stupid. So I'm gonna go ahead and, can I take this? Yes, I'm gonna take the oxygen gear and then the oxygen helmet. And I think I need to put this on here. Okay, so there's the helmet, and I think this is the oxygen gear, and there's the parachute. I don't know what these two are, but it's the Wikipedia thing said I just needed these two, so I'm gonna focus on that. We're gonna get rid of this just so that you guys can see. Oh, it doesn't even, yeah, you know what, we don't need the iron suit, we'll just leave it like this. That's pretty cool. That's so cool. Okay, so now what we need is a canister, which again, we have that right here. So, and I'm gonna take this canister of oxygen. Now there is oxygen in this one. I don't know where my machine was, but you basically build a oxygen generator, and it takes the oxygen from like the around area and then puts it into the canister. So we're gonna take this and put it right there, and as you guys can see, I have 1 canister. I might actually need another one, so I'm gonna go build a second one. All right, so I actually figured out what I needed to do. Over here is where my oxygen machine is, and it's actually right here. It's connected to the power supply, and what it does, it actually takes the oxygen from the trees and puts it into here, and then it distributes the oxygen into here, which you then need to put a empty canister or an oxygen tank, which I'm gonna put that right over here. Oh, there's not enough power. Oops, hold on. Okay, so I added the power into it. I just had to like loop it, I guess, and it's going to actually go into here, and it is now distributing the oxygen into the canister. And once this is filled up, we'll add that to my backpack as well, and we should be set, like, outfit wise. All right, so I actually figured out what I needed to do. Over here is where my oxygen machine is, and it's actually right here. It's connected to the power supply, and what it does, it actually takes the oxygen from the trees and puts it into here, and then it distributes the oxygen into here, which you then need to put a empty canister or an oxygen tank, which I'm gonna put that right over here. Oh, there's not enough power. Oops, hold on. Okay, so I added the power into it. I just had to like loop it, I guess, and it's going to actually go into here, and it is now distributing the oxygen into the canister. And once this is filled up, we'll add that to my backpack as well, and we should be set, like, outfit wise. As you can see, we are now in the spaceship. You have a little face right there. On the left side, there's an indicator of like the ground level up to space. If we hit G, we have the fuel of 92%, and I think we're good to go. I think if I hit spacebar, it's gonna do the countdown. So I'm gonna hit the spacebar in 3, 2, 1. We're going. Okay, 18 seconds. We got the seal good, as you guys can see right there. If I hit spacebar again, I can see the inside of the rocket. So I'm actually gonna stay the inside to kind of see, and then we'll also switch views as we're doing it. But I kind of want to launch as we're inside the rocket. There's so much smoke going on. Oh, and I think we're gonna be launching anytime. Oh, all right, we're launching right now. We're going. Oh my god, it's my house. This is so cool. Oh my god, this is so cool. Look, we're in. It's actually launching. Oh my gosh. Oh, and there it goes. The blue planet's gone. The planet's going away. Okay, we're flying away. We're in space. We're about like, I don't know what I would say, like almost 1/3 there. We're in space, but there's the planet. Oh my gosh, this is actually so cool. I love the fact that you can like view inside. This is the coolest thing ever. Am I in the map now? What did I press? I think I have to pick something. Okay, so I think after you reach a certain point, I think you get to like, you get to this part. Okay, so after you reach a certain point, you get to this part. There's the outer worlds, moon. Okay, I want to go to the moon. We made it to the moon, and look, there's a moon village, and we landed. We're here. Oh my gosh, we actually made it to the moon. There's the launch pad and there's the rocket. There's no fuel in there left. I'll probably need a frequency module if I want to hear it properly. Oh, because there's no sound, so I need a frequency module. This is so cool. So I'm on the moon. There's low gravity. I want to check out this village and just see what's here. Is that trees? Those are trees. Why are they're trying to grow trees? This is so insane. What the heck? Oh my gosh. So there's my landing pad. I don't know where my rocket is. Well, I guess I have it in the landing pad. But we made it inside. What is this? You need a frequency module to communicate with them. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This mod is so cool. If you guys want the mod, oh, and my top right, there's the auction. I do see that. If you guys want the mod, I'll link that in the description as well. But we made it to space. We did what we wanted to do. And this is where we're going to end the video. If you guys want a part 2 of us trying to survive on the moon or maybe like build a moon base or something, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Seriously, we made it. We're here. This is so cool. Thank you guys.